From a gifted student and naturally talented athlete to a fourth-gen leader in K-pop, the waves beneath Chan's surfing board has not always been easy. Hi fam, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sanne, and I've been a stay creator for 3 years, and I've been staying with Stray Kids for 4 years. As a pretty seasoned Stray Kids fan, I thought I knew everything there was to know about our adorable leader, but I was wrong. So let's dive into Chan's mistress, the ocean, and see what we can learn. I'm sorry. But first, a real quick note before we start. If you enjoyed this episode or if you even learned a thing or two, please consider subscribing to this channel. Or if you have additional context or anything else I need to know, please don't hesitate to put it in the comments below. And with that said, please enjoy the episode. Christopher Chan is the leader of the South Korean boy group Stray Kids. His friends call him Chris, Bang-chan, or Chani, but he's also known as Kangaroo, CB97, or Crispy.
Crispy?
Crispy! His stage name is Bang-chan, and he's a vocalist, a dancer, and the producer of the group.
Oh man, he's a busy man.
He's a busy man. He's been credited in 182 songs, according to KOMKA, the Korean Songwriters Association. Yes. He was born on October 3rd, 1997, to Korean parents in Seoul, South Korea. He then, when he was younger, moved to Australia with his parents.
Oh, I thought he was born in Australia.
No, he was not. He was born in Seoul. I couldn't find out if he were born like when they moved to Australia.
Okay.
But it was sometime during his early childhood.
Yeah.
Chan is the oldest of 3 siblings. Yeah, there are 3 total. Hana, who was born in 2004, is his younger sister, and then he has a younger brother called Lucas, who was born in 2006. Hannah is on social media, namely TikTok. She has a record company and she does music, just like her brother. And Lucas, we don't know much about because he's a very private person and we respect a private king. He has a mom and dad back in Australia, and he also has a dog back in Australia called Barry. While living in Australia during his childhood, he practiced modern dance and ballet at the Newton High School of the Performing Arts.
Ooh, sounds fancy.
And in his spare time, he enjoyed playing sports and swimming, mainly because his dad was an instructor, a swimming instructor. And also he has 30 medals, swimming medals.
30?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, he does.
On top of dancing and being a pop star and what?
Yeah.
How does one even have time?
No, he's really athletic. You can see it throughout like his career, like doing shows and stuff like that. He's really, really athletic. Stan, an athletic boy, I guess. When he was only 13 years old in 2010, Bang-chan auditioned for JYP at a local audition in Australia, and he passed. He moved back to Australia and officially joined JYP on April 11th, 2011. He is perhaps the trainee who had most friends during his trainee years, seeing as he trained alongside GOT7 twice and Day6. He's so close to other idols, in fact, that there's a lot of idols who've shared anecdotes with Chan during his trainee years, where he smuggled food to female employers of JYP whenever the company set like dietary restrictions on them. So he would sneak food to the female idols.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
I love
that too. It's very telling of his personality, and I really love that.
Great food is great.
Great food is great. After moving to Korea, Chan attended Cheongdam High School along with Seungmin, who's also in his band.
Oh, that's nice.
He was actually Seungmin's senior. During his trainee days, he went by Chris, which is a nickname he also had in Australia. But after he debuted, he was known as Pangchan. But that's also why you can see a lot of his friends and other idols calling him Chris, because that was his nickname during his trainee days. During their trainee days, Chan, Changbin, and Han formed the trio called Sriracha in 2016. And they started to make their own songs. On October 17th, 2017, Chan was officially introduced as Pangchan to the public.
Yay!
During a promotion for the survival show, Stray Kids. The official concept of the show was trainees versus JYP, and Chan was actually selected to choose which trainees he wanted to join him on the show with. On the show, he did fairly well, never ending in the bottom 3, but he did receive some harsh criticism from JYP along the way.
But what was the show about? Like, was it dance-offs or?
Oh, well, that's a great question, actually. So the show was to form a new group. This is something like, this is sort of a thing in K-pop that big companies do survival shows. Sometimes they're survival shows, although this particular one were not actually a survival show.
So it's kind of like all the art forms within K-pop?
Yeah, you have to show your talents. So they had like missions where they had to produce their own songs and come up with their own choreographies for the performance. And then they had to showcase that in front of JYP.
Oh, so not only like their like bodily talents, like singing and dancing and like rap, but also like choreography and producing and stuff like that. Okay.
And this particular show were kind of, it doesn't really follow the trend when it comes to K-pop survival shows. Mainly because Chan got to like gather the trainees himself, but also because like they made it sound like a survival show, but the intention was never to have it as a survival show.
Okay.
So there were eliminations along the way, namely Lino and Felix got eliminated, but they also got to rejoin and got a second chance. I think it was more of like the TV thing, trying to make it entertaining.
Okay.
That's the general consensus of the show, that they were always supposed to join Stray Kids.
Okay.
But because of TV.
It was more interesting if they didn't, but then they were supposed to, so okay, I think I get it.
Yeah. Fun fact. Chan also designed Stray Kids' official logo.
Oh my god, graphic designer as well.
Yeah, he's a multi-talented king.
Definitely.
Nevertheless, Chan officially debuted alongside the rest of the 8 Stray Kids members on March 25th, 2018. And as of 2019, Stray Kids became an 8-member group instead of 9, like they were when they debuted.
All right.
Just for context.
Just for context.
So nowadays, Stray Kids is an 8-member group. Just so we're all clear on that. Just so. Did you know Bangchan's career in entertainment actually started way before he ever joined JYP?
Oh.
He was a child actor.
What? No way.
He was. Bangchan was a child actor and he starred in many commercials. Many. At least 3 that I know of.
Footage?
Yes.
Oh my god.
There is. So tiny baby Bangchan were in a Super Mario. Was it Super Mario? It's a Mario commercial, like a Nintendo commercial. He was in an International Calls commercial. And he were in let me check. Oh yeah, I didn't write it. Yes, I did. An Australian beef commercial.
Beef?
Yes.
I love that for him.
So you can see him on a fence pointing to a cow while you have like a narrator talking in the background.
I love that.
Yeah, they're really cute. He's super tiny. I
can't even imagine him small, like cute and small, because he's like cute now.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just a baby.
He's just a baby. Well, yeah, they're really cute. He can't be more than like maybe 6-7 years old in those clips. you can find them online. Before he, like, when he first joined JYP Entertainment, before he ever debuted or were on the reality show Stray Kids, he was actually in music videos too.
For JYP?
Yes,
Oh.
other groups. So he was in Twice's. What was the song?
Like a background dancer or something like that? Or
Yeah, he was a treadmill walking zombie. Yes, so he was dressed as a zombie walking on a treadmill in Twice's Ooh Ah. Yes, like Ooh Ah is the title. I had to check my notes. Notes. I had to check my notes. And he was in Mrs. A's Only You music video.
Oh.
He also had a lot of solo activities alongside the group activities when they first debuted. Debuted? In 2018, he hosted 2 episodes of NBC's After School Club.
What is that? Do you know?
I think it's a program about kind of like learning English. It's more of a like English-centered program.
But it's a TV show?
Yeah, it's a TV show
Yeah.
with idols who come and promote their new albums, and they talk about like interact with fans. So it's kind of like it's an interactive thing.
Okay, makes sense. Yes.
That might be a really
He
bad
did that
description.
alone or with the Stray Kids?
He hosted the show, so there were other idols or groups on the show, and he was one of the hosts,
Okay.
alongside his JYP mate Jamie, who is a solo singer,
Okay.
at least now. I
Yeah.
don't know if she was in a band previously, but she is the soloist now, at least. She's really good. Check her out. And the other episode he hosted alongside Jay from Day 6, former J6 member. Note, he's not in Day 6 anymore, but he were. In 2019, Chan started doing his Chunny Room episodes, which he did every Sunday up until 2023.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
Did you say from 2019
to 2023?
Oh
so
my
4
God.
years.
Every Sunday?
Every Sunday.
Oh my God.
And like he missed a few times, but basically every Sunday. And he did that to keep stays who had problem sleeping. He did it because, okay, so Chan has problem sleeping, and he thought that maybe a lot of stays had problem sleeping too. So he did those lives to sort of keep them company so as they wouldn't feel so alone. And he was just, on the episodes, he was just playing music, talking to stays, and just hanging out for an hour or two. Really wholesome. And he always ended each episode with a big hug to the camera.
Ah.
Yeah.
Such a vibe.
Yeah, we miss Chan's room. But there's over like 200 episodes out on YouTube, so we can still watch them.
We can still watch them.
We can still watch them.
China's room will never leave us.
Facts. He also did an exclusive pictorial for Arena.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Arena is a magazine. So, or was it a pictorial thingy?
Oh, pictorial.
Pictorial,
Oh.
yeah. So, yes, a pictorial.
No, I didn't know what Arena was either.
Oh. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So in 2019, he also did a pictorial for Arena, the magazine, with fabulous pictures. Fabulous pictures. In 2020, he released a dance solo of 2PM's My House, and he appeared as a guest on Knowing Bros. He also released 2 episodes of his vlog, and he appeared on JBC's Young K broadcast.
What is he doing in his vlogs?
So his vlogs are more centered around like him and his spare time. He did a vlog when he was back in Australia, visiting his families, like he has multiple, but yeah, his family and stuff like that. So it's more relaxed type of vlogs.
I feel like it's kind of nice that a man that is so, I feel like busy, he must be doing all the things that he do.
Yes.
Still like like radiates such a chill vibe. I don't know if it's because he wants to offset the high tempo of his actual life or what, but I feel like the theme when he does stuff on his own, a little bit like Chinese Room and the vlogs, then like it's more of a chill vibe, more soft.
It is. There's a
Relaxed.
reason why stays usually call him their comfort person, because he just oozes comfort, for a lack of a better word, like
Yeah.
oozes.
Yeah, but I feel like it's conscious from his side. Like
It is.
It's on
I
purpose.
feel like it is too.
Yeah.
He's a very comfortable person to listen to. He has a very comforting voice. He always talks very acceptingly and like give advice, and like he's very grounded. Seems like he's very rational and logical. That's my perception of him.
That's my perception.
That's my perception of him. But I don't know him personally. So feel free to correct me if you have a personal relationship with him, I guess. But that's how I perceive him. Yes. In 2020, he also broke every stay's heart with the release of his I Hate to Admit song. It was a Kiss record. He did. Also, Bangchan, if you're watching, thank you for the trauma. We love it.
What about it? Did break everyone's heart?
It's something about the lyrics. It's just so heart-wrenching.
Oh.
So it's like the English title is I hate to admit, or I don't want to admit. The Korean title is 인적 agishiro. I don't know Korean, and I'm really bad at pronouncing it, so I'm sorry for butchering that. But yeah, it's about like still longing for a person, like a friendship or a lover, and just feeling very empty. Like someone who did you wrong, but still you kind of love that person, and it's just a complicated relationship. You want them back, but you also know that it's for the best not to have them back. And yeah, so, and there's so much emotion in that song. So I remember listening to it for the first time, bawling my eyes out, and it was so much fun because my friend Ida, she listened to it for the first time not too long ago, and she wrote to me freaking out and said like, who hurt him? And that was my first reaction too when I listened to it for the first time. I'm like, who hurt this bro, man? Who hurt you, bro? So yeah, it's a good song. I highly recommend.
It sounds intense though.
It kind of, yeah. Yeah, I guess. In 2021, he featured on Tsuyu from Twice, her song May, and he was a guest on NHK's Hikari Ota's tweet. And also he was a part of JYP's EDM Day.
One day of EDM, or what's that?
Oh, EDM Day is Every Dream Matters Day.
Okay, I thought it was electronic dance music.
So it's a charity initiative that JYP started, like the company started. So they have their idols, it's kind of like a Make-A-Wish thing. So
not a rave day.
Not a rave day. It's not a rave day. It's kind of like, I think they have like a partnership with Make-A-Wish Foundation. They offer economical support for children who are in not so good financial situations. So they have like two versions of this. So it's the economical one and the children who have diseases. So they have.
Because I feel like Make-A-Wish Foundation is more about sick children.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they have that too. So like they have like idols who's a part of the Make-A-Wish EDM Day thing, where they meet children who has incurable diseases, and then they also offer economical support to families and children who need it. And finally, in 2021, he was on 3 covers for Folio, Men's Folio. 3 covers! That's a lot! That's a lot! That's so much! We appreciate a cover king. In 2022, he released his solo song Connected. freaked out the whole fandom. I'm just
Like completely solo?
Yeah, it's completely solo.
Are they allowed to do that when they're in a band, or it doesn't work
They
like
are.
that?
I mean, Stray Kids has this thing. I'm not sure if other idols do it too, but since they produce and write like 90% of their songs, have some like in-house help while making their tracks. But basically, since they have like creative freedom over basically everything that has to do with their music, they also release like solo stuff whenever they feel like it.
Okay.
So you have like the official releases, that's with like albums and features and stuff like
I
that.
didn't know they could do that, but that's amazing.
Yeah, so they have this series called Stray Kids Record, that's they release unofficial tracks to their YouTube. So it's not in any albums or on any major like platform like Spotify or stuff like that. They just release it because they like releasing music. So every once in a while they drop a new track just like that.
Oh.
Even though they're not actively promoting an album. They just, here, have this. And Stays are like,
Thank you.
Thank you. In 2022, he also released a vlog episode. So there's 3 in total.
Okay.
In 6 years. 6 years. I had to count.
Going strong.
But
I feel
the
like
math ain't mathin'.
I feel like he was so dedicated with the Chinese Room series, so I feel like it's okay.
Yeah, we didn't really need a vlog, although we do appreciate every content they put out. We didn't necessarily need them. He also hosted the 3rd day of KCON LA, where he raised the standards of women all over the world by throwing flowers into the crowd.
Oh.
Look it up. That's a pro tip. Look it up! 2023, Bangchan, along with Han and Changbin, as a part of 3RACHA, became regular members on KONCA.
And that's?
The Korean Copyright Association. And he hosted the 3rd day again on KCON LA. So for the 2nd time this time. He was also a part of JYP's EDM Day for the 2nd time in a row. And he started his own Instagram account.
Ooh, I remember you were talking about that when it happened. It was
Yeah,
such
we were
a big deal.
Yeah, we were real excited. We're like, oh, this is a huge step. Yes, let's go.
His own account. Oh my god.
Oh my god, just Bangchan, yes. So yes, let me just say, side note, his Instagram account does not disappoint.
Oh.
It's very artistic. Go follow him on Instagram, guys. Just scooch over there.
Scooch over.
Give him a like. Put on all notifications. Give him some love in the comments. Just like all his posts. Yes, do that. Yes. He opened his Instagram account, effectively making every Stay editor ever sweat crystals. Sweat glass? What's the word for it? Whatever. We got nervous. We had nervous breakdowns, and there were like you had to put out fires in all of Staytown.
Soon he'll be on to you. Don't you think? Don't want to think about that.
Bangchan, if you're watching, please don't.
Please don't.
Please don't. So far, in 2024, he's been on the cover of Nylon Japan's April issue, and he released the Stray Kids record song Eternity with an accompanying music video.
Oh.
Yes. And he wrote, okay, this is a side note. I know I have a lot of side notes, but this is a side note. He wrote on Bubble that it was supposed to be a song for Stay, but the video just shows his dog Barry. It's his mistress. Son, I am disappointed. It's okay because it's Barry and she's lovely. We love Barry. As a public figure, you're bound to have a controversy or two along the way on your career path, and Chan is no exception. In 2019, Sriracha, which is Stray Kids' producing unit, did a performance of their song Zone on the South Korean TV show M Countdown. Following the performance, Chan was accused of cultural appropriation due to him wearing cornrows during the performance. For context, cornrows or cane rows, as they're sometimes referred to, is a hairstyle that originated in Africa. The hairstyle has a deep cultural meaning and serves as a form of self-expression for many Black people. In 2021, another controversy arose when old footage started appearing online. The clips were of Stray Kids' 2018 appearance on the Korean show Idol Room. In the episode, Chan can be seen dancing and singing to Childish Gambino's song This Is America. In the original music video, Childish Gambino is seen doing the Jim Crow pose, which Chan also did in the episode.
Again, for context, Jump Jim Crow, often shortened to just Jim Crow, is an 1828 song and dance that was performed by a blackface-wearing white minstrel performer called Thomas Dartmouth. The persona was made to display the racist caricature of a clumsy, dim-witted African-American man. After the success of Thomas Jim Crow persona wore off, the name Jim Crow became the new blank term for the anti-black laws that were to come. The Jim Crow laws were late 19th and 20th century American laws made to enforce racial segregation.
Yeah. Following the controversy, Chan posted an apology on Bubble, asking for forgiveness from those he hurt by his actions. Also noted that, quote, "We Stray Kids do not support any racism in any form or matter," end quote. The last controversy of note was the one that made his Chinese room go on indefinite hiatus. In April 2023, Chan and the rest of Stray Kids performed at Music Bank in Paris. During one of his weekly lives, he received a question from a stay asking what they thought of the performance and their experience at the show. Chan answered the stay's question by answering it was, quote, "really good," end quote, and continued on saying he thought it was especially fun because the kids and him hadn't been to Paris in such a long time. He went on talking about the differences between the generations when it comes to insa, the Korean term for greeting. On the live stream, Chan mildly criticized another party for not insa, greeting in Korean, and wondered if it was a thing between generations, while also acknowledging the fact that he might, quote unquote, be thinking like a boomer, and that maybe it wasn't such a big deal as he felt like it was.
And this INSA thing, the greeting stuff, it's about honoring your elders, or am I getting
Yeah,
that
it's
wrong?
very culturally connected to like respecting elders. It's very woven into the Korean like
way of life.
yeah structure,
Okay.
like society
Yeah.
structure.
Okay.
Like with the honorifics, like you can see it in a lot of different parts. So typically, if you're like a less experienced artist, it's more important for you to bow and like insa to an artist that's been in the industry longer than you. And Chan said that he was surprised that how many, or that some party didn't greet him when he greeted them. And I think for Chan, who's raised in Australia, who has sort of like a Western way of thinking, for him, I think a lot of it is just like mutual respect. If I greet you, you greet me. Like he's stated on a number of occasions that if you're nice to me, I'm nice to you, and that he liked to treat people the way he's treated. Like he always offers people respect because he believes that people should be respected. But if someone doesn't want to show him respect, he won't bother showing them respect.
It sounds fair.
Yeah. After the live stream, people started speculating which the other party Chan mentioned was. And a lot of people were speculating it was IVE, another fellow K-pop group. And the rumors and threats to Chan and JYP became so bad that JYP decided to shut down his live completely. And it's now on indefinite hiatus. Also, Chan posted an apology onto their Instagram account, apologizing for how his actions and, quote, inconsiderate words affected other parties. Also, side note, I just want to mention that Chan never mentioned any names during this live stream, and the rumors are only speculatory.
And I feel like when you explained this to me before, like he was speaking in very general terms.
Yes, very general terms.
Which was, if I understand correctly, was more around his understanding of respect and how to show respect.
And how he'd like to be respected,
yeah.
I think. So, and also he was very, like, he pointed out that his way of thinking might not be the right one. He was questioning himself whether he was just old school or what, like, am I the problem? That was kind of the tone in the live stream. So it was kind of blown wider than perhaps it should have been. Although most of these controversies are worthy of their received criticism, I just want to point out that usually it's more than just the idol that has a say when it comes to production of TV shows or what they're going to wear or how their hair is styled. Nevertheless, with that said, it still doesn't take away the hurt and pain from those affected. Just like many other Stray Kids members, Chan has also been doing some charity work on the side. Mainly in 2018, he did the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Oh, that's a throwback.
Yes, it is. The challenge was made to raise awareness of ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. It's a terminal neurodegenerative disorder. He's a part of the JYP Everyday Matters initiative. He's also a part of JYP's Everyday Matters Make-A-Wish project. And he's an adamant advocate for equality and mental health, which he often talked about in his Chinese Room episodes. The importance of mental health and health in general, sleep.
Taking care of oneself,
Yeah. Now, the most fun thing in the episode. Unnecessary facts about Bang Chan. Unnecessary facts about our leader. Bang Chan's personality is often categorized into three.
Okay.
Three. We have Chani.
Chani?
That's the 5-year-old. You can see the memes. I'm 5. It's like the childish personality that usually comes out whenever he teases any of the members and stuff like that. Then you have Chan. That's kind of you can say his work persona. It's the producer in him, the leader. He's a bit more serious, but he's also very caring, charismatic. And the last one is Christopher. What is that?
It's fancy.
It's fancy. Cup of tea. The last one is Christopher. That's the stage persona.
Okay.
Yeah, all the hard edits you see, all the spicy edits you see, that's Christopher.
Okay.
That's Christopher. Christopher. Yes. That's the three personalities of Chan. In conclusion, just like with every person there's no such thing as a 2-dimensional personality.
It's a 3-dimensional.
It's a 3-dimensional. Oh, stupid. Did you know? He has a habit of standing in the background just observing his members like a proud dad.
Oh, that's so sweet. I did not know that.
You can see it in a lot of pictures or like whenever they film like for their own TV shows and stuff like that, he usually like stands way in the back just with a huge smile on his face, just observing the members or taking sneaky pictures of the members. They're literally his kids.
Oh my god.
And that's why,
adorable.
yeah, and that's why he's called the dad of the group.
Mm.
Not only is he the leader, he's also one of the members that the other members rely on the most, both emotionally and also for work-related problems. But he also has this kind of loving, fatherly, like energy around them, which is really sweet to see. I mentioned this before, but that's also a fun fact. He ended every Chan Rooms episode with a huge hug to the camera.
Yeah, you said that. I wondered though how it looked like. Was he like hugging the actual camera, or
Yeah.
was it more like an air hug? Or
No, it was like he rose from his chair to like hug
actually
the
embrace
camera.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
it did.
nice.
Yeah, it was really sweet. And like a few episodes in, Stace came accustomed to it and like started to expect it. So you can see like if you watch episode 150 or something of his lives, you can see him reading comments of Stace asking for a big hug at the end of the live. And he said before that he really enjoyed those comments because he imagined Stay as sweetly asking, please can I get a hug? And he thought like the image of that in his brain was like super adorable. Did you know? Did you know? He actually loves caramel chocolate.
Oh.
And he gets excited like a kid whenever he gets to eat it. There's a clip of him.
As he should.
Yeah, there's a clip of him getting like really excited on a Chinese Room episode because he got some chocolate and he was about to eat it and he took a bite and then there was caramel leaking out of it and he excitedly stated, quote, "There's caramel inside the chocolate!" And he just became really, really excited.
I can so relate to that though.
Yeah, no, same. I love caramel chocolate. It's really good. So I agree. If you've been studying Stray Kids for a while, you know that they're pretty short. We love short kings, just saying. But they're pretty short compared to many other idols. And did you know that Chan once actually referred to himself as fun-sized due to his height? And like, I think it was also one of his Chinese Room episodes where Astay asked him, or told him he looked cute and that they wanted to put him in his pocket. And Chan responded, "I'd probably fit." Super adorable and such a wholesome moment.
Yeah, I like that approach to something that you easily could be
Something
self-aware about. Yeah,
Mm.
I feel like just own it.
That's just
cool.
own it.
Yeah.
He also watches a lot of his fans' content on the internet. A lot of YouTube videos.
No sweat.
No sweat, like Stace editors everywhere, sweating marbles, just no pressure. Yeah, also, he always wear black clothes.
Oh.
Practically everything. That's his default. Also, did you know? He can never, under any circumstances, handle spicy food.
Oh.
He's allergic to spicy food.
Oh,
not
no.
literally, but he sweats.
There's so much good Korean spicy food though.
Basically, is it like most Korean food spicy? Or is that just something I've made up in my mind?
I don't know. I haven't been to Korea, but
Same.
I think everything I've tasted has been quite spicy. But yeah. I feel a little bit sad for him though.
Yeah, it must be pretty hard.
Yeah.
I love spicy food. I don't know if he necessarily doesn't like it. It's just that he can't handle spice.
Yeah, I can absolutely relate. There was a time in my life where I couldn't handle any kind of spice either.
I remember.
Yeah, so can really relate. But it's hard life. Like
It is.
Yeah.
It is hard life. I said this before already too, but he's known as the father in Stray Kids. Also, fun fact, Lino is the mom. So we have mom and
I can see
dad,
that
and then the
now.
rest of the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, they're the two oldest members of the group, so it fits.
It kind of makes sense, yeah.
It makes sense,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I'd say it does. This fact is one of my favorites. Back in Australia, his friends during his childhood friends gave him the nickname Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Steal Your Girl! Oh my god.
Mr. Steal Your Girl is back. That's I can't remember the artist, but that's a song. Was it Akon?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I can't remember. But Mr. Steal Your Girl, that's, for me, it's Crispy or Mr. Steal Your Girl. That's the most fun, nickname he has, yeah. The last fun fact, his role model is his dad.
Aww.
Right? That's so wholesome. I
Yeah.
thought I'd throw that in there because it's so freaking wholesome.
Yeah, but I feel like he's been that long in the industry
Mm.
and have met so many people. I feel like it's kind of like it's really easy to find someone like doing exactly what you do and look up to them.
Mm.
But like, yeah, I feel it's really wholesome.
Yeah.
That
I feel
it's his
so
dad.
too.
Yeah.
That is it, guys. So what are your thoughts on the episode? Please let me know in the comments below. Did you learn something new? Did I miss something? Please let me know. Even though I've been a stay for a pretty long time, I've learned so much new things about topics I didn't even know I were lacking.
You mean researching this?
Yeah, researching this episode. I learned so much about different topics, not just about Bangchan. And I'm really glad I got into this, actually. So hopefully you guys got as much out of this as I did. And until next time, please stay happy and healthy. See you then.